If being hard on yourself worked, it would have worked by now. You really need to give yourself a break, especially if you just spent 2 hours recording voiceover for the video that was supposed to come out this week, only to find out that your microphone was off the entire time. I promise that you're going to get a tutorial. I will release it as soon as I am able, but I didn't want to go another week without a video, so this is me giving myself grace so that I can be the role model for you to give yourself grace. Please give yourself a break. Please stop expecting so much of yourself. Stop putting such harsh deadlines on yourself when really, what is the point of those deadlines? I mean, if it's a work deadline, that's one thing. But if you're the one putting the deadlines on yourself, just ease up a bit. You don't have to be quite so stringent on yourself. The same water that softens pasta boils an egg. Okay? Different foods cook at different temperatures. And it's okay if you need to be that stringent with yourself. If that's what works for you, go on, do it. But if it was going to work, it would already have been working. If you are finding that the pressure is too much and you're cracking under it, it's probably because the pressure is too much and it's making you crack under it. Give yourself a break. There are so many expectations upon us from outside. It really doesn't make sense to put that same amount of pressure on yourself for things that are supposed to be fun. I'm not getting paid for this channel. I mean, I technically am going to get paid for this channel because I have one channel member. Thank you. I love you. But that's not the kind of paycheck that really validates the kind of pressure that I'm putting on myself to get a video released every week and be ahead so that the channel members can have early releases. Unfortunately, I am human, and to err is human. I am going to stumble. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have bad days where I can't get out of bed because I have chronic illness and connective tissue disorders and my bones don't want to stay in my body where they should be. And beating myself up about not being able to do the thing that I had slated for this date on the calendar, because who really cares? The video's gonna come out when it comes out, but I really, really wanted to have the video done for last week. I wanted to have the video done for this week, and editing down 8.5 hours of footage and then wasting 2.5 hours to record voiceover that I can't even use. It is what it is. It wasn't a waste of my time. I got to practice. I could make a big deal about how much it sucks. I could be negative about it, or I could just let it go and embrace the shikataganai, the it cannot be helped, and move on and not wallow in this present moment in whatever insults the little dark voice in my head wants to throw at me, when I would not insult anybody else in the same way. Your mic wasn't on. It happens. It's okay. You have the chance to do it over again, and maybe even it'll be better this time. Everything is going to be what it is, whether or not you are hard on yourself. Pushing yourself and burning the candle at both ends is only going to serve to burn you out faster, and honestly, it is going to result in a poorer quality product than if you had taken your time with it. And yes, I'm talking to myself here too. Everything's going to be fine. No one is going to jump down your throat for missing a deadline that you arbitrarily set for yourself. If your deadlines at work are too harsh, you need to talk to your boss and you need to say, look, this is how much stuff I have on my plate. Can we discuss my priorities? None of us are superhuman. None of us can do everything. We are kind of expected in the modern day to be able to do everything and to be strong through everything. And that's not really realistic. Like, everybody needs support sometimes. And everybody needs to be able to take a break. Everybody needs to be able to fail. Without failure, there is no learning. We need to be able to accept that things always aren't going to go the right way, that sometimes there's going to be bumps in the road. Sometimes there's going to be a whole ass detour that sends us on a scenic drive through the Oglala grasslands in western Nebraska. It was beautiful, and I'm really happy in the end that that is the way things went. Maybe the detour that we go on isn't the beautiful Oglala National Grasslands. Maybe it's raining, maybe it's muddy, maybe it's miserable. But maybe we learn something along the way. Hopefully we learn something along the way. But we won't be able to learn anything along the way, and we won't be able to enjoy the process if we don't give ourselves grace. If we don't recognize that we have limitations, and it's okay to have limitations, it's okay to be human, it's okay to fail, then all we're ever going to do is beat ourselves up, and we're never going to get any better at anything. Things aren't going to go any better. Like, statistically, if you have a negative outlook, things are going to go worse for you. Your brain is built to see the things that you look for. So be nice to yourself. Give yourself a break. Give yourself some grace. Take some time to think and talk about the things that you're grateful for so that you're primed to recognize those good things. Give yourself the room to exist so that you feel like you have the room to exist. Everything is so fast-paced nowadays that we don't give ourselves the time and the space to breathe, to exist, to be able to fail and not have it be the end of the world. You don't need to put so much pressure on yourself. It's okay to be human. Please go drink some water. Remember to take your meds, eat something, and be gentle with yourself, please. I promise that I am doing my best to be gentle with myself. And I also promise that there is a tutorial coming. And I promise that I'm not going to overwork myself to get it out. Be as nice to yourself as you are to other people, okay? Take care of my friend. I promise I'm doing my very level best to take care of yours.